What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Zomedica, ticker symbol ZOM. We have a lot to cover in this video. Zomedica is in a bunch of these different ETFs, and I want to get across the point how important this is for a company like Zomedica to be included in these ETFs. Now, we also have a brand new product that I don't think a lot of you guys know about that Zomedica is looking to put out into the market. So we're going to go over all of the details that we have about that product right now. And I actually think that is very bullish for the long term for Zomedica. At the current time, they only have the true forma out in the market, and we are still awaiting the sales numbers and how the vet offices actually like using this product. We're also going to go over some of the manipulation that's been happening with Zomedica. We have some discrepancies on the different numbers for the short interest for this company at the current time, and I'm going to show you guys why I think that the represented short interest that we are seeing is a lot lower than the actual short interest out on the market. So before we get into all of that information, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Webull, valued up to $1,850, make sure you check out that link down below in my description. All you have to do is sign up for an account, deposit over $100, and you get access to these 2 free stocks. Now, this is also a great way for you guys to help out and support the channel if you guys would like to, because when you get 2 free stocks, I get a free stock as well. And if you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you in these videos, make sure you go down and hit that like button and turn on that notification bell once you hit that subscribe button so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So over the last couple of weeks, we've seen Zomedica on a very steep downtrend. Now, this was one of the first days in a while that we have seen Zomedica break out to the upside, getting out of this downward channel. Now, it is possible that Zomedica could have a breakout. It is severely oversold at the current time, and I do like this company for the long term. They really have a good product, or so it seems, and they do have a lot of potential, but there are some things that I need to see out of Zomedica in order to make this a sound long-term investment. Now, the main thing that I want to see is the sales numbers, and as I've showed you guys before in my other Zomedica videos, the first sale that they made was to a 29,000 square foot vet facility, and that facility only bought one true forma. And I really would like to see facilities of that size buy a lot more of these products, because if it is so useful, and it's as useful as this company has been saying it is, over the past couple of months, it would only make sense for a facility of that size to want to buy more. Now, it is always possible that this is kind of a trial run, so they just bought one of these products in order to see how it works and how they can incorporate it into their business. But either way, I am still waiting to see on what these sales numbers are going to be and the size of the facilities that are going to be buying them. Now, we also have some pretty big institutions holding bullish positions on Zomedica, which is always a good sign. When we come over to Fintel, which is going to track all of the 13F filings, which is essentially the buys and sells of all of these institutions over the last quarter, we can see that Vanguard has about 19.3 million shares, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors has 12.2 million shares, and BlackRock, as we can see here, has 8.456 million shares. So all of these institutions have pretty bullish positions in Zomedica, so they obviously see something, some potential in this company going forward. Now, pretty soon, we are going to start to see more of these 13F filings come in, so it's going to be very interesting to see if all of these institutions that are kind of at the top here in terms of their share amount are buying more, holding their position, or selling their position in Zomedica. If they start to sell off their position, it's possible that they do not see any more upside in this company, but if they are buying more, then it's going to suggest that they still see that this company is going to be a key player in the vet research and diagnostic market in the future. Now, when we come over here, we can actually see that Zomedica is being held by a couple of ETFs. VTI is going to be the Vanguard's total stock market ETF, and we can see that XPH is going to be the S&P 500's pharmaceutical ETF. So it's a very good sign to see that these ETFs also see potential in Zomedica and are adding them into their funds. So let's get into the next product that Zomedica wants to put out on the market. Now, as I've said before, the TrueForma, and as all of you guys know, the TrueForma is the only product that Zomedica has been able to commercialize at the current time. Now, in my opinion, in order to maintain their competitive edge in this vet market, and honestly in the stock market as well, they can't be putting their eggs all in one basket on this TrueForma product and being a one-trick pony. I really want to see them not only increase the sales amount for the TrueForma, even though they are still in a very early stage of getting their sales out into the market. I do want them to come out with different products that these vets can use. I think this market would really take that very positively, that they are coming out with new technology and new tests, so they are not relying on TrueForma for their only source of revenue. Now, when we come over here, we can see that this article was from back in February of 2020. So this is a little bit of old news, but I really don't think a lot of you guys know about this. And the actual date that we could expect to see the commercialization of this product is coming up over the next year and a half. So this is very important news that I want you guys to be aware of. So Zomedica, a veterinary diagnostic company, announced today, back in February of 2020, that the company has filed a U.S. patent application covering compositions and methods for 5 fecal parasite detection assays for detecting parasitic infections in cats and dogs, designed for use with its ZM020 pathogen detection device. This is a brand new device. The patent application details optimal fecal sample amounts for parasite infection detection. In early 2019, Zomedica previously submitted a U.S. provisional patent application for covering compositions and methods for detecting urinary tract infections, designed for use with its ZM020 pathogen detection platform to detect urinary tract infections in dogs and cats. The initial library of pathogens for urine samples is focused on the identification of these diseases in bacteria species and 3 types of crystals and white blood cells. The initial library of pathogens for fecal samples is focused on the identification of hookworms, roundworms, whipworms, and Giardia. So the assays are intended to be used with the ZM020 pathogen device, which is a miniaturized Raman spectroscopy platform capable of broad-based pathogen identification in minutes. The technology used in ZM020 device, which is currently being developed by Seraph Biosciences, has the potential to achieve reference lab sensitivity and specificity in clinic during the point of care experience, which could result in better pet outcomes and faster recovery. And as we can see down here, assuming development work is successfully completed, Zomedica expects the commercial launch of the ZM020 fecal test to occur by 2022 and urine tests by 2023. So this could come up by the end of this year. Now, we did see a very significant sell the news event once the TrueForma was released, but once a lot of people start talking about this ZM020 next generation device, I think a lot of people will come back to Zomedica. Now, this was news that I was previously unaware of about this company, and now that it looks like Zomedica is going to be diversifying their technology, products, and services, I think this could be a good company for a long-term investment. Now, that being said, I still think there is a lot of risk investing in this company. As we've seen in the share price, it is extremely volatile. So if you are going to be buying any shares of this company, I really think you need to expect some severe volatility and a significant loss on your investment. You just have to be okay with buying dips and holding for the long term. And going back to the ZM020 new product, when we come over to Zomedica's website, it's not even listed at the top. The TrueForma is the only thing that is listed on this website as their product. Now, once we see the ZM020 being listed here and a lot of they start talking about it more, I think we could see a significant bump in the share price. Now, I also want to go over what has been going on with the price action recently. Now, when we come over to MarketWatch, we do see that the percent of float shorted is only 5.56%. That is not really anything that could cause a short squeeze. But when we come over to the FINRA's OTC transparency data, which we see right here, this is pretty insane. We see that 900 million shares have been traded by Citadel, and 1.96 billion shares have been traded on the over-the-counter markets in February. So it is entirely possible that there is a lot of manipulation going on with the share price. And when we saw this pretty substantial increase today, the massive bounce, this could be the result of some shorts covering, because we really didn't see any news on this company. But I think it is a very good sign that we are seeing a bounce in Zomedica's share price, especially for you guys that have been buying all of these dips. I think it's going to give you guys a little bit of hope, and hopefully this video it helped you guys kind of understand where Zomedica is headed in the future, and maybe you guys can do some more of your own research to figure out exactly what is going on, because I don't recommend any of you guys just listen blindly to what I say and go out and buy options or shares of a stock. I think that you guys need to use these videos as a starting point for your own research and expand on it in order to make your own decisions. So that is going to conclude this update on Zomedica. If you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys had a really profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.